What's up, everybody? We're back at the work table doing another project. So I saw over at the Customizer Diecast, who happens to be a fellow YouTuber. You guys should go check him out. It's THA Customizer with a K Diecast. He'll show you some sweet tutorials, and I'm going to be trying out some of the stuff that he did in his video. So to get a car off the card without damaging the card, you just take a little bit of nail polish remover, and we're going to put it on the back here. Pop it right off. So sorry for my dirty workstation. This is where all the magic happens. So let's get to it and see if this works. And so obviously I'm customizing this 1984 Audi Quattro, Sport Quattro. I'm going to be using this newer, this is like the previous release of the Volvo A50 Estate. I want those rims off of there and wheels, so we're going to be putting it on here. And I'm also going to be trying a little something different with the tampos and stuff. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to let this sit until I try to crack it off of there. See, it's still kind of hardened on there, so I'm going to put a little bit more on there, give it a minute, and let's try to get it off of there. Alright, both are soaked down real good, so let the Volvo sit for a second. And I'm going to try to get the Audi out of there. Let's see if it comes right off. Seems like it wants to. Check that out. Little to no damage, and that was just about perfect. So I'm going to make sure I get the little corners a little bit better so that I don't rip anything. Almost there. And just like he showed in his video, comes right up with little to no damage. I probably could have put a lot more on there. I just didn't really want to soak it down too much, but I probably should have. So we got the Audi out of there. Beautiful car. I'm sure I have multiple of these. This is from 2019. So, very interesting. A particular one says 17 on the back, but I saw another one of these in the store, and it said new to 2019, so I'm not sure. I must not have picked that one up, but no biggie, because there's that one. Let's see if we can get the Volvo out now. So same thing with that one, came off pretty decently, a little bit of a tear down there, but no problem. I'll let those dry and get them back in there when I'm done. So like I said, I'm taking the rims and wheels off this and putting it on this. And let's check out another cool thing that I wanted to try with this one. So he also showed that you can take a dry erase marker and you can, let me grab my marker, cover up decals that you want to remove and wipe them off with a paper towel. So let's go ahead and try that real quick, because I'm very curious as to how this is going to work. Not too sure if I'm supposed to let it sit on there for a minute, but in his video it just kind of showed him covering it up and wiping it with a towel. I'm getting a little bit more than I'd like to, but that's okay. Trying to even mark on the car. Okay, there we go. Covered up the decals. Let's start wiping it and see what happens. I'm pretty curious myself. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to have to let it sit on there a little bit, because that really didn't do anything. A little bit, not much. Let's let it sit. So as you see, after going over it a couple times, it's really removing the decals off the side, which looks really cool. So let's keep it up. Let's keep removing that stuff, and we're getting closer and closer to our goal. So as you see, we got most of it removed. This is going to look super cool. It's kind of smudgy, so I'm going to try to get it off the base all the way, and I'm going to try to wash that off. Hopefully it'll all come off. Worst case scenario, we'll just completely strip the paint off of it or something and do a full custom, but that will work for the most part. I think certain vehicles are a little bit better than others. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, I'm not too sure, but let's move on to the next step. So the Volvo is off of its base. I got the wheels off, and well, I got the Audi cleaned up pretty good, but as you see, it's very smudged up from the tampos. So I'm going to try to hit it again. Hopefully I'm not taking the white paint off at the same time. Like I said, worst case scenario, if that's happening, I'm just going to dunk it in the paint stripper and we'll do a whole full-blown custom. But I wanted the Quattro on the back there. I thought that would look really cool, so let's see what we can do. Keep it going. Well, so I figured out what I was doing. I was basically using too much or applying too much pressure, letting it sit too long. and I was literally taking the white off also. So what I did now is I just completely weathered it up. Some of the red's still there. I'm going to have to hit that again, but I took a little bit of the Quattro logo off. I just weathered it up a bunch, trying to make it look like it's got some age on it, so it'll just be a weathered custom. I'll still paint in some taillight details and try to paint the wing and stuff like that. So let's move on to the next step, but I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at what it's going to look like. And while this is a major pain, I don't know if you can really see that, but the white are just a little bit bigger than the chrome How Many Ever Spoked tires that I really wanted to put on here. So if I am to do this, it's not going to be a rolling custom. So I really don't know what to do now. I'm just stuck, and I'll probably wait a while before this continues onward. So what's going to be a half a second for you in the next part of the video is probably going to be a while for me. So try to figure out what to do. So that's what we would have been going for, but it's not going to work. Doesn't clear at all, and I don't have a Dremel tool to drill out the wheel well there to make it skinnier. Might have to go get that tomorrow. Oh no. For right now, failed custom.